The following tag team contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from Pensacola, Florida, weighing in at 265 pounds, Roman Reigns.
This match is going to be the definition of bedlam, but we're going to do our best to call a match to the best of our ability.
Bedlam, chaos. Oh, what more could we ask for?
This guy certainly has his game face on. Beating him tonight is not going to be easy.
It's never easy.
From Davenport, Iowa, weighing in at 217 pounds, Seth Rollins.
The WWE Universe is in for a treat with this six-man tag match.
Oh, who doesn't love a great six-man tag match?
This one is going to be an all-out brawl, Michael. Just the way I like it.
And his partner, from Cincinnati, Ohio, weighing in at 225 pounds, the WWE World Heavyweight Champion, Dean Ambrose.
Well, this superstar has all the tools needed to win this one. Now let's see if he can put them together.
Plenty of combustible elements involved in this six-man tag team match. Look out!
And their opponents first, weighing in at 285 pounds, Bray Wyatt.
When you put six of the best the WWE has to offer in the ring at once, you know it's set to be a historic match.
Yeah, and that's what we're looking at here. Not only historic, this could be a match of the year.
Very curious to see how well these teams coexist in this six-man tag team match.
Huntington Beach, California, weighing in at 282 pounds, the NXT champion, Samoa Joe.
As we prepare for this matchup, I'd like to remind everyone, this is brought to you by the folks at 2K Sports.
It'll be interesting to see how these two teams of three coexist once the bell rings.
And his partner, residing in Hollywood, California, weighing in at 221 pounds, the Intercontinental Champion, The Miz.
We're just moments out from this six-man tag match. This is gonna be a war.
Yeah, but who's gonna win?
Plenty of combustible elements involved in this six-man tag team match. Look out!
This is a match that doesn't need a lot of hype or description. Just look in the ring. This is going to be an incredible six-man tag match.
Well, 3-on-3, but only one goal, and that goal is victory.
Hope everybody is buckled in because it's going to be a bumpy six-man ride.
Today, when you got one of the best athletes in the entire WWE, like Roman Reigns here, all bets are off. This should be a great one.
Work is being put in by Roman Reigns.
Dean Ambrose is a force within the ring. Bray Wyatt on the defensive. To be expected when you combine 6 of WWE's most volatile forces into one match.
This guy's fine. Don't worry about it.
Oh, man, I'm certain he came into this match knowing it would not be a cakewalk.
Just look at this man. He's all business.
And that's the way he has to be if he wants to win here tonight.
Dean Ambrose with the cover. Get the kick out. Well. That's the first time tonight we've seen that move.
I wouldn't mind seeing it a little more often. The Miz with the offense. Ouch, that's gotta hurt.
I don't remember the last time he executed that maneuver. You don't see that move every day. Ambrose starting to struggle now. To be expected when you combine 6 of WWE's most volatile forces into one match.
I'm not concerned. I don't think I've ever seen him look more motivated than he looked heading into this match.
Great point, John. And he doesn't seem too phased at this point.
Oh, I think this man means business. Drops the knee with a vengeance.
Oh, man. This came down hard with that.
What's up, man? No, this isn't a Survivor Series match. I'm just having a match for the fact that, well, Dean Ambrose is going to face Miz at Extreme Rules. And last night, Seth Rollins and the big dog, Roman Reigns, faced off with Samoa Joe and Swamp People Jr. And I just thought it'd be a great match to have it in my YouTube arena. That's all. And it looks like it's shaping up to be a pretty good match. But at least here, you ain't got to deal with the bullshit of the soap opera that goes on with this. So, Nessman, 1985. I don't know if you're still watching. I kind of hope that answers what you were asking a few seconds ago. And you're right, the WWE needs to be awesome again. And I don't believe you're kidding at all. I'm not kidding either. There hasn't been a decent match in the WWE for a long, long time, you know. And I don't think it needs to go to TV 14 again. It needs the Attitude Era. All right. I'm sorry to jump so late into the match, but yeah, I believe that it does need to go back to the Attitude Era, and slowly but surely it's doing that with Road Dogg being one of the primary writers and coordinators on SmackDown. So it's doing its thing, but it needs to reach Raw. And as long as the WWE, you're right, since 2001, 2002. But I remember the last real fight that the WWE ever had taking place in the 70s. The night that Bob Backlund snapped on Superstar Billy Graham, and it became a very bloody, brutal match. That's how far back I go. So, I don't know how far you say, I guess you were born in 1985, you wouldn't remember that. But I do. I remember guys like Johnny Roz and Sergeant Slaughter, the Moondogs, the Samoans, Tony Garea and Rick Martel. Those were real wrestlers. They weren't big, blown up, out of proportion muscle guys, but they had a lot of talent and they got down for theirs in the ring. A lot like what some of these younger cats are trying to do. So I don't know how you feel, being that, you know, you're an 80s guy, you know, coming up in the 80s. I grew up in the 70s with the hardcore old school guys like I said, Terry Funk and so on. So I don't know, the comparison since 2001 to 2002 to the eras that I grew up in watching, I mean, 2001 and 2002 were good times, but not like it was back in the day, before Hogan turned it into a circus. Back when Tony Atlas and The Rock's dad became the tag champions. Moolah was still champion. Bruno Sammartino had lost the belt, and I guess Ivan Koloff had it, and then Bob Backlund beat him. You were born in 79, all right? I was born in 71. So you might remember some of the old schoolers, you know, but 79 was kind of late in the game. They had stopped fighting for real and were more, the matches were more planned out. So, I mean, I go back, I remember the Kangaroos and Antonio Roca, Chief J. Strumbo, Jay Youngblood, guys like that. But you gotta admit, this ain't too bad considering that, you know, the Shield is together, facing off with, like I said, I remember the beginning of Hulkamania. Bob Backlund brought that in, but at the same time, during that time when Hogan came in, Vince McMahon had bought the company outright under his father, kind of like what Shane did back with WCW, and yeah, Vince turned it into a circus with the help of Hulk Hogan with Hulkamania, which really was good for the business when you look at it, because now wrestling was a household name, was a household word, you know. Hulkamania was big, and it just ran roughshod all over the country. So yeah, Hogan did a lot for professional wrestling. There's nobody could take that away from him. I'm going to back off from the mic right now and just let the match go. Nessman, 1985, enjoy. I got to do a few things before I go to work, and I'll catch you on the flip-flop. And please subscribe. Yeah, Vince does need to retire. Please subscribe and like the match, thumbs up, what have you. And as long as you're willing to keep watching, I'll keep making the videos. All right?
Show-off time. Don't waste time gloating here. Look at this. Bray Wyatt doing some good work here. Seth Rollins playing a little head games right now. Oh, man, and I can guarantee he'll think twice about doing that again. My God, his body's been through hell, and his ribs have bore the brunt of the shoulders down. Is it enough? This may be it. The more punishment he takes, the slower and slower he is getting back to his feet. You can see him struggling to stand after all the damage he's taken. Reverses it. I don't remember the last time he executed that maneuver. That's a first. What a move. Definitely sets a tone for the evening. I like it. How much damage did that do? A lot from the looks of it. This Bray Wyatt's a scary, scary dude. Imagine looking into that face, King. Oh, my God. Uh-oh. You know what this means?
I do remember one thing Vince McMahon's father had promised a lot of the old guys from back in the day. When Hulk, long before Hulkamania got started, and Vince was just the commentator, and Vince's father's, Vince Sr. owned the company, he promised that when Vince, wow, the Shield was beaten, when Vince took over, that he would never compete and take out the competition and destroy the territories. But once Vince Sr. was out of the game, there was nothing to hold him. Vince McMahon was like Michael Corleone. He methodically, slowly but surely wiped out his competition and bought up all the contracts of everybody in the different regions. It was just crazy. And that's why the WWE went global like it did. And if not for Vince going on TBS and making such a problem for the Georgia Championship Wrestling, Ted Turner would have never gave him the $2 million that funded and bankrolled the WrestleMania, starting the whole WrestleMania series. So, yeah, there's that too that goes along with the whole Vince McMahon thing. But I believe you're right, bro. Vince McMahon does need to retire. He needs to go away, and wrestling needs to return to what it was. It needs to be respected. The titles need to be held in the highest regard, as the WBC title, a UFC title, the World Series, the NHL Stanley Cup, and the Super Bowl title. So that's my belief. So I believe what you say. Vince needs to go, and the bullshit that follows with it needs to go too. Best wrestler WrestleMania 17? You may be right. Yeah, I'll go with that. But I'm not 100% sure. But I'll have to look through it again. So I hope you enjoyed the match. And please, as I said before, subscribe, like, share, thumbs up, pass it around, and enjoy it. I got about 100 and some more videos, so please check them out, man. Thanks for watching this, man. 1985, I appreciate it a lot. And please invite your friends to the next one.